Section 9. The earth was as dark as the water through which I had come. A hardly perceptible slope led me to the base of a building which I had seen from afar. On its long square front several characters were engraved like those used by the priests of ancient Persia. The entire building was made of a rough black basalt. The doors, of cypress wood, opened to let me pass. A warm, moist wind arose suddenly and pushed me rapidly to the middle of the chamber, at the same time closing the doors upon me. I was in darkness, but gradually my eyes grew accustomed to the meager light which reigned in this enclosure, and I was able to discern the surrounding objects. The vaulting, the walls, and the floor of the chamber were as black as ebony. Two mural paintings arrested my attention. One represented a horse such as our poets described as having caused the downfall of Troy. From its gaping flanks a human corpse protruded. The other image showed a man long dead. Vile insects bred by putrefaction swarmed over his face and devoured the substance which had given them birth. One of the arms of the dead man, strips of its flesh, already showed the bones. A man, dressed in red, standing by the corpse, endeavored to lift it. A star shone on his forehead. His legs were enclosed in black buskins. Above, between and below the picture were 3 black panels bearing silver characters. I read them and then occupied the time by making the rounds of the hall where I was to spend 9 days. In a dark corner I found a pile of black earth which was fat and saturated with animal particles. I was about to take some of it when a thundering voice, like the sound of a trumpet, forbade me to do so, saying, "This earth has lain in this hall only 87 years. When 13 more years have elapsed, thou and the other children of God may use it." The voice fell silent, but its last ringing sounds continued to vibrate a long time in that temple of silence and death. After remaining in it the time prescribed, I departed by the door opposite to the one through which I had entered. I again saw the light, but it was not so strong around the black hall as to tire my eyes habituated to darkness. I saw with surprise that in order to reach the other building I should have to cross a wider lake than the first one. For 18 days I walked in the water. I recalled that when crossing the first lake its waters became darker and thicker as I advanced. The waters of this lake, on the contrary, became ever clearer the closer I approached the shore. My robe, which had in the palace become as black as the walls, seemed to me to be of a grayish hue. Gradually it resumed its colors. However, it did not become entirely blue, but was nearer to a beautiful green. After 18 days I ascended the embankment by means of a white marble platform. End of section.